Hello everyone, let's get down to business with this question here. We have a line 1 at 0.45 on it, and line 2 is perpendicular to line 1. And line 2 has a gradient of 3, and what is the equation of line 1? So points to note about perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines intersect at 90 degrees. What does that look like? What does that look like? Let's say we have two perpendicular lines here. They will intersect each other at 90 degrees. Okay, so you will see a familiar L shape, and the product of the gradients of perpendicular lines is equal to -1. So if we have one gradient M1 multiplied by the gradient of the other line M2, we will get -1. Okay, so note this very well, and let's see if we can do a little sketch of the situation in this question. So line 1 and line 2 are perpendicular to each other, and line 2 has a gradient of 3. So I'm drawing line 2 like this, slanting in this direction, because positive gradient graphs all slant in this direction, positive gradient lines. Okay, so if that is line 2, right? Line 2. This is line 1. This is what it could look like, okay? And line 1 has a 0.45 on it. Let's draw the 45 somewhere here. Okay. Right, so we want to find the equation of line 1. We have 1 point already, which is 45. We need to get the gradient of line 1, so we need to get m. Let's call the gradient of line 2 m2, and the gradient of line 1, let's call that m1. Okay, so we know that m1 times m2 gives -1 because these lines are perpendicular. We also know that m2 has a gradient of 3, right? Line 2, so we will write m1 times 3, right, obtained from here, I'm circling it, is equal to -1. We now divide both sides by 3, and that will give -1/3, which is -1/3. Okay, so m1 is -1/3. That's the gradient of line 1. So the equation of line 1 looks like this: y is equal to -1/3 x plus c. Okay, let's use our point now. So we will use the 0.45 at this moment in time. So we'll have x is equal to 4. Okay, obtained from here. And then we'll have y is equal to 5. Okay, obtained from here. And now we substitute values for x and y. We are substituting them into this equation. Okay, so these two values must go into this equation. So we will have y is equal to -1/3 x. X is 4, so we can write 4 in brackets. And let's remove y and replace it by 5. Alright. So then you have to plus c, of course. So let's multiply -1/3 by 4. multiply the numerators. 4 times 1 is 4. We have negative 4 over 3 plus c. Let's add 4 over 3 to both sides now. So we get 5 plus 4 over 3. Okay. And so this comes as 19 over 3. Alright. That's an improper fraction. So remember that 5 can be written as 15 over 3, and then 15 plus 4 is 19. So now we have our value of c, which I tick off. We have our value of m, which I ticked off in green. We are ready to write our answer now. The equation of line 1 at y equal mx plus c. M is negative 1/3 x plus c is 19 over 3. Okay, so we can also write it as y equal 19 over 3 minus x over 3. Okay, because negative 1/3 multiplied by x, if we multiply the numerators, x times 1 is x, so we can also write it like this. Okay, so thanks for watching and all the best to you.